Hey everyone. So today we are building something really cool and hopefully really useful for you as well. An AI powered tool using Laravel and Livewire to automatically generate some blog post summaries, but specifically tailored for our social media platforms like X, LinkedIn, or Instagram. So let's dive right in. So first things first, let's create a new Laravel project. We're gonna name this Summaries AI. And we're going to use the new starter kits. So Livewire is what we want, build it auth, and we're not going to use Vault in this case. Let's use Pest. We're not going to write any tests for now. It's going to be a pretty basic application using Livewire, and it asks if we want to run npm install and then the build. Let's do that for now. Let's get inside and get npm run dev running. So Summarize AI. Okay, we have the default application. Today we're going to utilize this OpenAI PHP Laravel package by Nuno and Sandro. So let's go and include this package. Okay, next step, call PHP artisan OpenAI install. This will give us some environment variables. Perfect. And now go and open up our project. Go to code OpenAI this. Let's move this over. And let's visit that env. You'll see at the bottom we now have this OpenAI API key and OpenAI organization variables that we're going to use. Do we need anything else? No, I think we're all set. We have an OpenAI configuration now. So what this includes is the environment variables with the API key organization. And we also have the ability to alter the request timeout for OpenAI. We're not going to use that now. We're going to keep the default. So, as we already mentioned, we're going to use Livewire, right? So let's go ahead and create a new Livewire component. We're going to name this Social Summaries. Let's go and open that up. So what we're going to use is a function. We're going to call the function generate summaries, right? Because that's what we want to do. We're going to generate 3 summaries, one for X, one for LinkedIn, and another one for Instagram. So let's go and get an array of platforms. So X, I'm gonna keep them as empty strings for now. And Instagram, of course. So this will be our prompts, the prompt for each of our platforms. I already have some prompts enabled for us. Let me copy them over so we don't have to write them manually, and I will explain everything. So these are the prompts we currently have. For Twitter, we say create a concise, engaging summary suitable for X Twitter with a maximum of 280 characters. Pretty basic, pretty standard for a tweet. LinkedIn, write a professional, engaging summary suitable for LinkedIn, max 500 characters. And last but not least, Instagram, craft an engaging casual caption suitable for Instagram, max 220 characters, and include some relevant hashtags. Okay, so we now want to use those platforms. So let's start from platforms as platform. You can see that OpenAI Copilot actually already helps us in this case. So each of these is a prompt for us. And we're gonna get the response from OpenAI. Let's import. Let's use the chat function. Import OpenAI first, the facade, and then we want to create using the model GPT 3.5 Turbo, just to showcase that. I know there is a newer model, of course, at the point of this recording. So we will be using two rows. The first row is a system row. The system row will be used for us to pass our prompt. So system, and then we want to pass the content, and the content for each of the loops is the prompt we have, right? Second row is the user. So what the content will be in this case will be the content that we pass from the front-end side, right? From our blade file. Let's go ahead and add this. So public content. So what we're doing with these responses, we're going to get the summary. So from the response, there's a specific JSON structure that it has. So response, we get the choices, the first one, then the message, then the content. And then from the summary, we're going to do a switch case. So based on which platform we are in at the moment, let's say that we have the X Twitter. This is going to add the response for this specific platform in the front side, but we want to have them separately. So let's go ahead and do that now. So summary X, summary LinkedIn, and summary Instagram. Let's go here. So change that to summary X. We only want the summary. Summary LinkedIn, summary again. I want to add, just want them to be precise. And then summary Instagram. Perfect. And in the end, once the for each loop is done, we're gonna remove the content. Make this an empty string, so we don't have this in our input anymore. Perfect. Now let's go to the front side. And what we want to do in this case is have a text area. The name will be content. ID will be content. And we also want to have a button. So this is type button. And we're gonna add some string, generate social summaries. That's what we want to do, right? Let's wire this up. So wire model is, and we want to pass this in the content. So the user will give us a post and we will use it in the content property. And when they click, so wire click the button, we're gonna generate the summaries. And last but not least, we want to check if there is summary X, then show us summary X, right? Then do the same for the rest of this. So if summary LinkedIn, LinkedIn. We saw that summary. And last but not least, we do this for Instagram as well. Perfect. Let's go in our welcome page. Actually, let's go in the routes page. So web.php routes. So we have the welcome page that you can see here. Let's do this as a registered user very quickly. So let me register a user quickly for you. We are now in the dashboard. This is the dashboard for the Livewire kit, the default dashboard. So if we go to our dashboard.plate.php file, we're gonna remove everything here and we're gonna use the Livewire component, which is called social summaries. Let's go back, refresh, and we don't see anything yet because social summaries, yes. So yeah, my mistake. I think you already saw that, right? So we now have the input, add your post here, and a very, very ugly button, of course. So let me just copy over some pretty CSS, and we're gonna explain if anything changes. So let me cover this over for you. So what I did here, the only thing I did extra is I added a wire loading attribute so it disables the button when they click on it until we get back the response. Generate a summary again, nothing fancy, nothing new. Wire model summary. So let's go and see. And we see now that we have a much more beautiful input. Yeah, and let's test this out. I'm gonna grab one of my own posts from Laravel News. It has to do with cleaner queue chains with Laravel's enum integration. Okay, let's go back, paste it in there, generate summaries, and we got an error, which is expected, of course, because we didn't add our API key yet. So let me go quickly and add this. You don't need to see it. Now I have already added my API key and my organization ID, and we are ready to do it again. So let's go to the UI. Let's copy the post, paste it, generate. And now we did get a result. So Twitter is here, Instagram is here, LinkedIn is not here. Let's see why. So summary LinkedIn. We go back. Yeah, so I had a typo before and I forgot to change that here. If we go here, fix it, go back, again, paste the post, click generate, and now we get content for all three. So yeah, and it's ready for you to copy and paste that in your social media, of course. You definitely need to do some tweaking in your prompting, but yeah, it's working fine, and you can definitely automate this even further. You've now got a pretty powerful tool to streamline your social media creation process using OpenAI, Laravel, and Livewire. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.